Played it in Springs, he's been playing it today, and of course, same thing for Impala, except on a larger scale because he's been playing Kaya for a lot longer than Sandstorm has been playing Mirage in tournament. He's been doing big work with it today. We're going to have 2 spears on the board, but not quite yet. We only have Impala with the first spear in this game.
Well, we got the Battle of the Champions. Like we've been saying, this is that opportunity for one of them to claim the throne now, become the person who is going to be the mantle of the offline champions. Sandstorm versus Impala. Impala starting off with the edge guard, getting some pogos, getting some damage built up. Sandstorm's opportunity for the edge guard now.
Just a little bit of a neutral light before waiting, and then hitting the side light. The weapon toss following up there, winning with the GCD light. Impala was sweating. The dodge is gone. Sandstorm going to recover low, but Impala didn't have his weapon. That is one of the reasons to play Mirage right there. That down signature, that kind of flash in place where your hurt box is essentially gone, and then you lead back in with a hitbox. It's a great stacked option. It's a great to it essentially has like a built-in tiny little micro spot dodge in it. And that's one of the reasons Sandstorm plays this legend.
Yeah, such a good kind of get off me tool. You'll see it a lot, kind of like how Orion's like that spear down signature. Just like a good oh, we're starting to stack up. Let me just throw this out there.
Just kind of covering the ground, not letting Impala land, was playing around that weapon spawn. Didn't really feel like stripping the field, just playing carefully around it. Got some solid damage, getting that extra credit. That down air, turning it around, that neutral air, not turning it around, that side air, sending Sandstorm flying over onto the wall for refuge. Impala was playing really far back from that corner.
Comes down, hits that down air though. It's actually going to launch Sandstorm. That's a lot of damage that's been put out onto Sandstorm. No attack thrown out, and Impala takes advantage of it, hits the neutral air, going to get that stock count evened up, and honestly, damage difference not too bad for Impala. It's
about 80 to 100 at this point. Now it's starting to get bigger. You see him getting really close to that red. Sandstorm now with the spear in his hand. Most of this game so far has been on the scythe. We probably won't see as much signature usage coming out from the spear. It's not really as heavily favored by top players as the bow kit is.
Ooh, but that side signature gonna catch Impala. Launches him over to the right side. He manages to get back to the wall. Honestly, no challenge from Sandstorm there. He really just kind of let him get back up.
There you go. We see that D-Sig again. We see again back-to-back D-Sigs using it like a spot dodge. If Impala wanted to go in with a D-Light, Sandstorm quote-unquote spot dodges it and then picks up the D-Sig with the actual connection. Grabs that stock as well. Almost up to a full stock lead here. Sandstorm opening up game 1 very strong.
That's a place where you'll see Scythe succeed in those edge guards is when someone likes to go for those vertical tosses, Scythe can come in at those 45s and really pick apart those edge guards, but Impala going to go for the vertical there, waits out Sandstorm and catches him, gets the recovery to clean up the stock.
And Sandstorm knew he was done once he burned that dodge. Before the second hit of that even came out, you saw him shaking his head because he knew it was already over at that point. Impala completely capitalizing perfectly on that. We have ourselves a tie game here on Brawlhalla. It's going to come down to this final stock. D-Sig coming out right on top. Not necessarily just a KO tool as well.
Yeah, Impala really cleaned this one up. Sandstorm had built a sizable lead at the start of this one, but Impala making this one look pretty much even.
He's going to disarm himself there with the harpoon toss missing. This time Sandstorm's not going to play around the weapon spawn. He's actually going to strip the field. That hit away. Oh no, Sandstorm's going to grab that immediately as well.
Oh! You saw him charge up the neutral signature. Another slap down. Sandstorm doing a really good job of denying weapons from Impala. Sig positions him towards the weapon, but Impala lands down, picks it up with the neutral light help.
Grabs the neutral air. It's going to take quite a few more of those if he wants to KO off the top. That does have sort of that stacked option as well, but it doesn't make your hitbox move away. Weapon toss is going to go low. Sandstorm has enough to get back until he gets over to the wall. GCD light into the ground pound. Impala taking game 1.
Impala being so clean in those pressure situations, he just waits for the opponent to panic. There was that juggle on the second stock where Sandstorm trying to pick and choose when he's going to use his dodge. The second he does is when Impala goes in and gets that downlight into the recovery. Similar situation on that edge guard just now where he launches Sandstorm off and he's just kind of like, all right, well, I'm going to go for this weapon toss. I'm going to wait for a little bit, and then once you've got nothing left, downlight ground pound, and Impala takes game number 1.
Now, one thing that might be helping Impala is, of course, coming in today here, he's fresh today compared to what he did earlier on Friday, where he went like back-to-back-to-back game 5s, which is going to run on your endurance. You have to have a lot of stamina to do all of those games. But today, he's coming in fresh, and we saw that earlier with the 3-0 that he got previously in the top 4.
Similar situation for Sandstorm, also pretty fresh.
It's a spear fight between these two. They're both looking for their openers. They're just kind of trading hit for hit, back and forth. But Sandstorm was so far behind from the beginning. It's maybe about 80 damage difference between these two. Sandstorm's getting it closer. That on stage going to bounce Impala off. Goes for the down air this time. The weapon toss. The slight bounce off of the stage. Not able to end it there, but he does pick up that weapon, leaving Impala still stuck on unarmed.
Went for a GCN light when Impala was still a little bit below him, but Sandstorm catches with the side signature. Gonna swap weapons here. Definitely wants to stick with the side.
Nice bit of movement in that side signature. You're able to really chase after your opponent with it. Impala coming in with the spear. You saw him immediately open up with that recovery, trying to take off the top. Close range weapon toss. He's hunting for those down airs, but he's not making contact. He's not able to take this stock until he grabs that recovery. He's going to even it up. Didn't take too much damage whatsoever. Maybe about 25 damage on this stock. Nothing he can't come back from whatsoever.
Really good movement from Impala on that KO there. Waited for Sandstorm again to kind of burn a panic reaction.
Sandstorm again. He's been playing very grounded while Impala's been floating in the air, just kind of searching with those neutral lights. Impala has a nice lead for him now.
Dude, he is so precise with the signatures. This is looking like Impala at the World Championship. He's just hitting everything. The accuracy is off the charts.
Full stock lead here. Now Impala the one controlling the ground, just juggling up Sandstorm with the neutral lights, the neutral airs, the weapon toss bounces off the wall, he picks it back up, but he gets hit by the signature.
Down air, weapon toss.
That's it.
Impala,
that is game 2.
He's up in a big way over the GOAT, the greatest player to win so many world championships, and Impala's making this look easy.
He really is. The fact that that was a very confident 2-stock coming out from Impala. Again, man, he has such a strong mastery of this legend. We've seen a lot of Kayas, but very few Kayas in the world are played at this level. And, I mean, we saw Akno's Kaya today, one of the other best Kayas in the entire world.
And here we go into game number 3. Sandstorm historically has been really, really good at long sets because he can out-adapt his opponents. But right now, it looks like Impala's been the one who's been adapting. Every single time Sandstorm starts off strong, Impala brings it completely back.
Able to dodge through that down air. Impala just a little bit of a lead so far. Man, his movement is so crisp to get around so many of these attacks from Sandstorm. Seems like he doesn't even need a dodge like 1/3 of the time because he's just using his movement to get around.
Nice snare there. Catches with a side light. Dodge burned by Impala, but Sandstorm can't get a bigger punish.
Man, Sandstorm's just hunting. He's not finding connections. That signature has been so devastating on the edge for so many different players playing Kaya today.
It's such a good corner guarding tool. Small Brawlhalla as well. Like, it's going to KO quick.
Impala here hoping to continue this lead, grab this 3-0, and move on past the GOAT into the grand finals. His bow, man, it's so good.
Everything hitting for Impala. Everything working for Impala right now. 2 stocks away from Impala getting a guaranteed top 2 finish. Sandstorm trying to cover the corner. Comes
he was
back up.
Really just delaying the recovery back to the main stage. He didn't do too much there. It was really just those dash forward, dash backs. That movement saying like, oh, am I going to commit? Am I not? Ooh, you don't know what I'm going to do. So Impala just kind of stuck on the wall. You saw those exclamation points really start to come out. Panic mode starts to set in. But Impala was able to get back. He did finally lose that stock, but he has a gigantic lead. Great down air. The range. He's using the bow range so well. He's using the signature so well.
Just knew Sandstorm was going to jump right then and there. Got him with the end sig. Huge lead for Impala, and it's just getting bigger. Neutral light.
Dude, his ground game, it's so good. Sandstorm just really, it seems like anytime he goes in the air, if he gets hit by 1 hit, he's going to get hit by 3. Gets hit by that signature yet again, and that KO'd. That's the 3-0 right there. That anticlimactic, are you kidding me? It looks like it was no issue.
It was so simple. It's a walk in the park for him right now. So stoic, so simple for him to take down one of the best Brawlhalla players of all time, and he just did it with Kaya bow down.